Usually we have to do these kind of links, to come across with a semblance of professionalism, like you'll have to connect America and hurling and junkies to something else, but they're all going to edit this, so fuck that. So, I'm in a relationship now for about 5 years, and you talk about meeting the person of your dreams and the man or woman of your dreams, and then you'll be happy once I meet that person, and then you do meet that person, and you are happy for a few years, and then you just want to meet someone else, if even for a few hours, in an out-of-the-way hotel. And it's because my lady genuinely is the woman of my dreams, and that's very upsetting. That bitch has broken me down on every level possible. I mean, I haven't the self-respect to attempt to have a wank without her permission anymore. That's what she's done to me. I am dead inside. I used to think when I was around her that I could feel butterflies in my stomach, because of love and happiness and contentment. But after about 5 years, I realised they were maggots. Maggots eating away at my dead inner core, trying to eat their way out of my stomach to achieve a freedom I can't even imagine for myself anymore. And that's a hard realisation to make, it really is, because we're talking about getting married and having kids, and well, she's talking mostly, but because I'm not too sure. I mean, if you get married, what you are saying is that you believe in everlasting love, and is that really plausible? I mean, do I really see myself there in 50 years' time, at 80 years of age, going down on my wife, listening to her whistle through her barren gums, "Rip me nappy off with your teeth"? It's a question we've all asked ourselves in one way or another, and I'm not too sure. I'm really not, but but then the alternative has been single, and that's it's a war zone out there, isn't it? I mean, my missus and I, we share a house with 3 single mates of mine, so I'm like Ross Kemp embedded in Afghanistan when it comes to seeing the true horrors of the war. It is, I mean, the lads are up to Copperface Jacks every Saturday night. These are the kind of, are you familiar with that place? Yeah. I mean, that place is like the first 20 minutes of Saving Private Ryan, isn't it? Lads walk around in complete shock, picking up their mate's severed legs, bursting into tears for no reason. It's a disaster. It's society, humanity broken down, that place. It's like a little black hole. But the boys are up there, and every Sunday morning I wake up bright and early because I've been with someone for about 5 years, so I've been celibate for 2. So I'm well rested, so I'm up out of the bed into the kitchen, and the 3 boys are there with the 3 girls, and the atmosphere can only be described as the atmosphere akin to that of a waiting room in a rape crisis centre, if there was one in the Lord of the Rings. There's 6 orcs sitting there. The copper's face is on them. Staring at each other, and it's difficult. I mean, I see the girls looking at my mates, wondering how the fuck did their conquest from the night before go from George Clooney to Mickey fucking Rooney. They went to bed with the prince, they've woken up with the frog and the slime all over the place, and it's hard for them to deal with, it really is, and then I'm sitting there looking at all of this, and I see that, because Irish people, if you wake up beside somebody on a one-night stand and you never want to see this fucker alive ever again, we still have to do the Irish thing, don't we? Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? So I'm looking at this. I'm like Attenborough, you know, sitting in a safari jeep, looking at the wilderness, and you know the boys are there making the cups of tea. You know, just going, "Wait, one sec, one sec." Boys are there breaking up the morning after pills, stirring it into the girls' tea. And they're stirring it into their own tea. They're so confused, just to be sure. You know, and it's a right disaster altogether, you know. But then there's some benefits that come from being dead inside in a long-term relationship. For example, one is I don't really get jealous at all, you know. I mean, I see somebody checking out my missus at this stage. I'm strolling over like, hey, buddy, sorry, mate, can I just have a word? It's just, I saw what you were at there, man, and just wanted to say, thanks a million, man. No, don't get me wrong, I love that woman, but I need to be fucking reassured. You know what I'm saying? Like, 5 years I'm seeing that bitchy cornflakes every morning, my friend. You know what that does to, and I just need to be, I'm like Neo in the Matrix at this stage. All I see is green numbers, that's all, and you think she's smoking. That's such a fucking relief, man, it really is, because I didn't know anymore. It's guys like you who are getting me through this. I mean that, my friend, thanks a million. But, yeah, because, you know, like the only time you should be getting jealous about somebody checking out your partner is when no one's checking out your partner, you know? That's when you got to start asking yourself the question, is this fucker getting a better deal? You know? I was walking along O'Connell Street and I saw this incredible looking lady and I gave her a bit of a look. And I'll show you. So I'm walking along and she's there with her fella and I spotted her and I... You know, and next minute he's like, "Watch your fucking eyes, mate, I'll kick your head in," you know. I don't understand that kind of attitude at all. I mean, if I had my dick in my hand and was wanking into the back of her boots, I'd understand that we had to have a conversation mano a mano, but as things stood, why couldn't he take the compliment and just strut on his way off home, king of the planet? I mean, what would he prefer? These macho fuckers who are always starting rows and all that, "You're looking at my woman," okay. What would they prefer? You walking by like, "Oh, you dirty bastard, you. That's sick. Jesus Christ, man. Has your family said nothing to you about that? Have you no pride, for fuck's sake?" Now there, my friend, that's a step above the ladder to bestiality, that really is. And there's the type of woman who trims her bush with a cigarette lighter, you dirty bastard.